Dan, I suppose you were getting texts and tweets after full time saying, does this feel worse than 2009? And it's really a desperate conversation to be having after a result like this.
Yeah, well, I said at the start. I mean, my argument is, to me, there's a more sickening feeling because there's no one to blame. And like, as I said, I think I lived through all of 09, and I think part of what maybe there's something in the Irish psyche that you'd like to think you've been screwed by somebody, and that probably makes it easier. And personally, and people coming to me about Belgium in '97 again, that was coming off the back of a period of success, and there was a sense maybe Ireland shouldn't have been in that playoff. Macedonia in '99 is obviously as bad as it gets, and Turkey. As I said, it's like picking between your worst enemies. I don't know if people want to relive all of that tonight. I think people are having a bad enough night as it is.
Yeah, we don't need to walk down the road now.
I guess there's a question of what comes next, because like what this run has done has enlivened the discourse around the international team again. People who openly were talking about dreading international windows are now actively enjoying them, and we've had this sort of bandwagon appear, and it's everything that comes with the national team. It's not for everyone, Do you want two Johnnies singing shoes off for the boys in green in the pub? Maybe not, but that's part of it. It's everyone's team, and that ownership probably we're on the beat, and we see the hardcore everywhere who talk about wanting moments, wanting this sort of bandwagon to appear. And it has, but does it go away now? Like, is next week, is it all just what about Arsenal and set pieces? Is that the dominant discussion? There always is that soul searching thing here where it's like, what do we want to be as a football nation? I mean, Czechia were able to fall back on a load of players from their domestic league. Yes, it reflects that their national team is weaker, that they don't have the players overseas, but obviously they have better foundations. Denmark have better foundations. Maybe that's going too away from the point. I mean, Ireland could have won that game, and what are we saying about Czechia's foundations then, but that's just part of the disappointment, that overwhelming feeling of sadness, because we've seen a glimpse of how good it could be if Ireland were a better football nation and had a better football team. And in a way, you just got to hope that this and Euro 2028 is the start of something.
Like Aidan, I was speaking to so many fans during the week who, 6,000 Irish fans in Prague, so many without tickets and so many who unapologetically hopping on the bandwagon just here for the crack. But do you get a real sense that the past couple of months, October, November, the lead into this has really, put a bit of energy back around the discussion in the national team, I suppose? I
think, the supporter will always be the same. And again, maybe, stating the obvious, but they're around here tonight. I mean, there'd be nobody arrested tonight. I mean, how many countries, if they were here, would have, difficulties with the supporters? So, the worst thing the Irish fans are going to do tonight is fall asleep on a park bench or, fall asleep in a KFC somewhere. And we shouldn't take that for granted as well. But, they are exceptional.
We also can't guarantee it at the moment. So I'm just hoping that people aren't waking up the headlines in the morning. It's something different, Aidan. I'm like, I would like to believe that you're right. We'll just cut this out.
Press pause there. But I think that belief, I do think that the belief. I think the next campaign is going to be different, because we're essentially, it would take a catastrophe to not qualify for Euro 2028 because of the backdoor process as co-host. So it is a little bit different. It's not as if you're going into a qualifying campaign. Look, there's Nations League to come. When we clear all this, we have to get back to Israel again. The situation in Israel has changed again since the draw was made. So if we want crisis and scandal in Irish football, let's get talking about Israel again.
Maybe we like the misery.
But not to be too.
The eyes of the football world will be there. But again, maybe not tonight. Maybe not tonight. But that is the reality for the FI and everyone on the plane.
But that is the fact that we will, barring a dramatic collapse, we will be taking part in Euro 2028 as one of the teams, as co-hosts. That does change things. That's what happens in the meantime. One thing I took from the window was that Harvey Vale came straight in and straight into the squad, and there was a lot of the time in the past, managers would send somebody into the 21s for a while to prove your commitment and everything else. I think that's a sign from Hallgrimsson, A, that he was delighted to get Vale on board, and B, that he was better than what was there before.
Dan, as the Irish fans make their way home across the next few days with heavy hearts and heavy heads, is there any final thoughts as we leave here at the Fortuna Arena?
Nah, it's really no. I mean, there's nothing more to say at this stage. I think
it's just pain.
I think it's just that little bit of pain. Yeah, I mean, as I said, in the fullness of time, you'll probably watch the game back and get a better appreciation of it. It's one that got away. It is one that got away.
Yeah.
And I think any other words are hollow. It's hard to find sort of a positive from it in the sense of like, you know, predicting with certainty that this is the start of something, because these things can be scarring. But maybe, as I said, maybe the consolation and the if you want a positive point to go away from is that probably the scenes that we've seen in the last week, in the last months, that they will be the scenes on the streets of Dublin in the summer of 2028 if all goes to plan. And maybe it doesn't seem as far away as it does when you're knocked out of a campaign in March, you know, or 2 games in. And maybe you have to go back to Armenia and thinking, well, that this is another campaign over. There has been a journey that people have gone on, but I don't know, when it ends like this, it's hard to take. And bloody hell, Italia 90, talk about giving a nation a misleading view of penalty shootouts. Never ends well, does it?